Hello, viewer. It's August 2nd, and it's 5:37 p.m. where I am right now. And one thing that I think I'm going to start doing videos on, I do this on my own all the time, but I've never made a video about it. But today I found something interesting, so I decided to. Every day, and this has always fascinated me since the first time I've read about it, tons of dead fish for no reason, or dead birds, or dead cows, or anything. And so every day I type in dead fish into a search engine, and then I go the past 24 hours and see what comes up. And so what came up today was Leah Lake. But besides Leah Lake, another one that came up was Rio Rancho. And these are both in New Mexico. So what I've done is map them out. Here is Rio Rancho, and here is Leah Lake. And if you look even at the road, you can see that there's almost a perfect circle, or well, almost a perfect circular edge between them. And so it's really interesting to me because the next rad stations, when we see a harp ring, it's always this circular form. So it's interesting that there's dead fish here and dead fish here. And let's see what they even give as the explanation. In Rio Rancho, and this is a lot of different fish: carp, catfish, white suckers. Game and fish officials were testing the river's water acidity along with the oxygen level Monday. The levels were normal, but they might not have been normal Sunday. So that's interesting. And then the other one was Leah Lake. So that one they don't really have an explanation for, but all levels in the water were fine. Usually they say something like they got trapped too shallow or it was too warm where they were. This is... let's see what the explanation for this one is. And this is interesting too. A fish kill like this has never happened in the area. Where did I just read that? Here we go. A fish kill like this has never happened before in this area, which tells me that it's not something that is usual for the area. 1,500 dead fish. That's crazy. This one says it's only one species. That's what I usually see. That's why it was odd that the Rio Rancho was a little bit different. And again, the cause of the fish kill at Leah Lake is unclear. I'll put the links for both of these stories into my video. So, like I said, it's interesting because if you look at this, it looks a lot like the edge of a harp ring. And so I kind of thought that I might see if there's severe weather in the middle of this at all, which would be, I didn't even realize there was a city called that, Truth or Consequences. So I would say, and the closest next rad is right here, this Alamogordo. And that doesn't really look like it would be the center of the ring, but the center of the ring looks like it might be... actually, if it's still in this city, it could be right here. So I'd say anywhere from Alamogordo to Bayard, New Mexico. Let's see in the next 24 to 48 hours if anything severe happens there. I did look and see if there's any volcanoes in the area, and we have this one, which is relatively close, which is right here. So, whether it's related to harp or perhaps let's look at the earthquakes and see if there's any earthquakes in that area recently. Iran just had a 4.7. I didn't see that one before. There have just been clusters of earthquakes everywhere. If you haven't been following it, it's crazy. I think I counted maybe 60 or 70 in just a few hours yesterday under 4.0. Japan. Wow, look at that. Japan has another 4.7. If you live in Japan, I know that the culture doesn't really interact with American culture very often, but if by some chance you live in Japan and you see this video, every sign is telling me that something terrible is about to happen to Japan. So I'm not positive, but I would say now, if you live in this area, or even along here in Alaska where these volcanoes are, Mount Cleveland and things like that, this is the time for you to get your disaster plan and bags ready. Underground shelter or bunker, if you can afford one. I can't, so I don't have one. But look at the sheer magnitude of these earthquakes that we're looking at right here. All of them are 3.0 or greater. Actually 4.0 or greater, I believe. Yep. And most of them are within the last day. So that's pretty interesting to me, as well as these ones that just happened. That's interesting. Okay, back to what we were doing, looking for earthquake activity. Okay, so there's no current earthquake activity near New Mexico, so that's a good sign. But I still would like to keep an eye out, because if we're looking right here at this cone, actually I don't know where that cone is. This might be it right here. But it's the deaths just really aren't very far away. That is probably it right there, actually. Geographically, that's really the only thing that I see that looks like it could be. I could be wrong. But, so if you live in New Mexico, if you can let me know, or if you keep an eye on the weather, I'm going to keep an eye on the weather too. And let's just put a prediction out there that something between Bayard and Alamogordo, New Mexico, in the next 24 or 48 hours is going to happen. There are some storms there now, and there are some pretty strong cells. If we look at it, we have hail, 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 and then all of these are strong cells. And about in here, actually, if we just type it in, I might have spelled that wrong. Yep, sure did. Oh, that's an O. My mistake. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. There we go. Popped right up. Actually, it looks like there's... Okay, so here's the area that we're looking at. Is here to here, which actually right in here would kind of be the center of the ring. So it's interesting that there are strong storms there right now. And if we look at the next rad, yeah, same thing. It looks like there's this one strong cell here, and then a few other things. This could all just be from the monsoonal flow. I don't even know if that's still happening. But I thought I'd show you guys, because I usually don't find two in the same states in the same day. So, we'll see. Thanks for watching.